found the third, and now they're going to have to get the second wave of kills, though, because they are going to be pushed back.
Yeah, and that player number 5 is going to be rotating spawns all the way out, so there's only one more player to deal with, and they're going to take him out. Kismet with the big 2-piece to entry from Nagafin. Gas Gaming are going to do it. They're going to take map number 1 here against Lightning Pandas, and you see them getting excited.
Oh, yeah, you can hear it as well, too, in production. I think we're going to be wanting to stay in this series pretty much
Kismet
the whole time.
That's the guy you don't want standing up at once trying to take out Gunjar, but Gunjar staying alive, dodging all those nades, picks up 2 kills. Nagafin going to trade a 2-2 situation. Royalty with the pistol out. Kismet going to take him out. Exotic last one. Cut down. That was elite level search and destroy, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you play. They spread the map with their sniper. They play for picks. Nagafin gonna pick up 2 kills. I'm pretty sure he picks up that glide bomb. They save their tacticals to go push towards that B bomb site. Perfectly executed plays by Gas Gaming.
I like as well, like even between the rounds, we see it. We see a lack of it really in the pro league because these guys are obviously so used to the success and just playing constantly. The likes of Kismet, who's now 5-0, is getting hyped up here in between rounds of S&D.
They're well, Kismet's going to be 1.5 off streaks. Not going to be 1 off. But wow, I just want to commend them for that. I criticize pro teams all the time for using their tags too early. But right there, that was a great strategy. Gorgo going to come in for the trade. Balefire picking up 1 as well.
I think that's the important thing. Gorgo with the trade is the important place to be, but there it goes huge.
Naga gets full streaks.
Let's go, Jara. Kismet, this is what I love to see.
That's the energy
hype, the energy.
love to see.
That guy's just lost a round. He's still gassing his team up.
Because he knows that Jared just got the streaks as well. And I mean, that is a smart thing to notice.
I want him on my team.
They didn't lose a round. They won.
Oh, I thought LP
Jared got
okay.
And
the trade
even better.
Trades have been wonderful this
It's 4-0 right now. Gas Gaming with all the rounds to work with, and it is exciting to see Kismet, not only because he is hyping up his team, but because this is just like, how many of you knew about Kismet before we saw them play?
I knew about him. I'm a search and destroy player.
For me, Kismet's a guy that just gets it, right? He has a good head on his shoulders. He understands how important every event is to raise his stock as a player. In the early stages of this year, he was struggling to find a team. I remember first meeting him at an event earlier this year. He's like, yeah, I'm just trying to find the right squad. I'm here with a pickup team, but this isn't really where I want to be, but I just desperately need the pro points. And an event in and event out, has a breakout run at Anaheim, and now he finds himself here, potentially going up 2-0 against Lightning Pandas. And if you're Lightning Pandas, when does that doubt start to set in the back of your mind?
I can't stop smiling at the way Gas Gaming are playing the search and destroy.
Man. That's a tough one.
Oh man, I can't stop smiling at the way they're playing it though. This is what I like to see, refined search and destroy. They're playing it so well, and that's a testament to these players' backstories. They're all search and destroy players. Nagafin really shining right now there on the floor. 7-0. Getting that bomb down there as well as he's working on overlapping his streaks, Momo.
I know I'm maybe jumping the gun a little bit here, but you see the frustration in Lightning Pandas. It's not about losing the S&D and going 2-0 down. It's about losing it 6-0, getting embarrassed, going into that CTF with this S&D still in your mind. We've got full streaks, a 7-0. That is incredible stuff. Lightning Pandas as a team have 8 kills. Nagafin can beat that himself.
Yeah, I spent an entire year playing with Nagafin on my team, and he's a player who calls the plays for his team, and once he gets going, he continues that train. He's a player who can start going off, and then when he goes off, the rest of the team plays well because you're really not used to Nagafin going off like this, So Nagafin taking out his teammate, but leaving absolute destruction in his path. He might end a game flawless, no deaths. He's 1 kill away from securing a 9-0 stat line and a victory for his team. 6-0.
Man, you see Kismet get out of his chair. Nagafin, he was just statting there, looking really good. And
done and dusted, dudes.
I mean, look at Lightning Pandas right now. They look absolutely crushed. They did not expect to be, first of all, playing in the losers round, and then they go against Gas, and this is why I kind of brought this up. I was like, this may be the worst squad for them to go against. Guys, we're going to be jumping to a quick break, but when we return, we are going to get very close to figuring out every single team who is going to be headed to champs.
They spawned all the way out of on water.
Well. They had streaks as well.
Yeah, so they kind of, could have buried it there, but they're going to let Lightning Pandas come back into this game. They're within striking distance. If you were to choke this map, then I kind of got to favor Lightning Pandas because then they get their confidence back, their momentum back, but coming down to the wire here.
This is where we're going to see the streaks, right? This is where we may see the fighter pilot, the glide bomb caught up. It's going down to that crane in the next couple of seconds. And right now, Gas Gaming, they have the positioning. There is the barrage. That's cutting off everything. The fire is covered. There's players on the hard point. They need 35 more seconds here, and that barrage is going to cut down around 10 of those 35.
Oh, he lost his spawn, though.
And Theory actually runs straight through that barrage, a little reminiscent of Stage 1 playoffs. Just charges straight through, gets that kill.
I got streaks.
Yep, Theory's working on some streaks here. Lightning Pandas can absolutely come back into this game. Players on Gas Gaming spawning out water. You're going to see that fighter probably coming from a fantastic angle.
Takes down Theory. No streak for him.
Yep.
Massive kill.
But no players in Gas Gaming in position to get into this hill, so the scrap time looking like it's going to go over towards Lightning Pandas unless the nades come in. But the players on Gas Gaming spawn all the way out beer, so all you have to deal with is BL fire for the remainder of this time.
They just need to take a deep breath here.
Yeah.
Just slow down.
Water control is going to be in favor of Lightning as well.
Take a deep breath, get a couple kills.
So they
Get
invested.
him fried for the last minute.
They invested that barrage. They invested the fighter pilot. The glide bomb's now in the hands of Theory. Yes, he's down, but we're going back to the middle. If they manage to slay out, they can push this to the main street. Maybe make this an interesting one for sure. However, this middle one's going to be where it all counts. A couple of kills coming in. Theory and Royalty starting to heat up as well now, as we do see Theory finally get taken down.
Yeah, water control is going to be on the side of Gas Gaming. That's kind of the power spot that you want to hold on this hill, but they're going to give it up. Number 8, that's going to be Royalty making his way through water. This hill control should be in favor of Lightning Pandas. Theory going to be able to cut down 2. Lightning Pandas have come back into this game. Surely I thought that Gas Gaming was going to be able to close it.
They're actually going to bottle it. I can't believe my eyes.
You hate to see it. It was 200 to 100 in favor of Gas Gaming. Lightning Pandas stay strong. The streaks are not utilized for Gas Gaming, but Goonjar nearly 2 minutes in the hill. +8, but Theory is the one sticking out to myself now with 64 interactions.
Just got to rotate, man.
With 15 seconds left, look at this rotation.
Oh, no.
This next one. That's a big kill.
This next hill is going to be everything. Number 2, that's going to be Gorgo Knight versus Goonjar. We got to highlight this. Goonjar going to be able to cut down 1. Going to be able to almost get 2. Gorgo Knight going to take him out. There's glide bombs coming in out of Theory. Trying to take out any players here located around New Hill. Kismet, who's been an absolute tank, getting taken out by Theory. Lightning Pandas are going to do it. They're going to do it.
This next set kills.
They're going to do
He's
it.
got his kills, yeah, they win. Yeah.
Oh my.
Kismet,
done.
Naga.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. I felt it for a second.
Exotic takes 2 though. Gorgo's going to get back on these next wave of kills. Lightning Pandas need to go big. The grenades come through. Royalty takes down 1. We're going to see more engagements, but Nagafen shut it down. We are going to see the hands change. We're going to see Lightning Pandas take control of this hill, and we're going to see Gas Gaming try and bounce back once again. Kismet, BL Fire, Royalty bouncing back. No one's getting any points. This is just contested right now. The last player alive, number 7, Goonjar's going to fall, and coming through the middle, we're going to see
Number 6,
Nagafen.
that's going to be Exotic. He's the last one left that can make any damage. He's going to get 1 kill, going to get taken out. But nobody's in the hill on the side of Gas Gaming. This is going to be a head-on-head fight. We're going to see BL Fire just trying to keep the players off the hill. Lightning Pandas, they have to rotate. At this point, you got to think it's time to rotate. Give Lightning Pandas this time. BL Fire and Kismet are going to be the players that Goonjar has to deal with. Goonjar is going to get 1, but taken out.
Number 5.
That is Theory. He's on a
So
fight
one-on-one?
right now. One-on-one here for hill control.
Oh my goodness. Lightning Pandas aren't even close to the 250 mark, but they're just holding off Gas Gaming. Going on the aggression. Kismet goes big. They need to get in. 3 go down for Gas Gaming.
Gotta get him quick.
Lightning Pandas can do this.
If you're Gas Gaming, you got to just slow down, get an entry, and get control. But 2 kills going to come in on the side of Lightning Pandas. Kismet answering back with a 2-piece. BL Fire versus Theory. Right now, Theory going to drop down on that ladder. BL Fire saw him, going to take him out. But the players on Lightning Pandas swarming on in. They want this win. They want to push it to a game 5.
Still streaks.
Team kill?
Is it coming in? Team kill from Kismet. We're going to see this push right to the wire. Gorgo and Goonjar trade things out, but Lightning Pandas, there's 25 seconds.
Number 3, he can pinch.
This
That's going to be Nagafen. He doesn't have enough time. Sure.
5 seconds.
He can't get in the hill. That is going to be it. We're going to see a game.
I am mind blown.
200 to 100,
What
and it
a
ends
game.
like that. I was saying it might go to statue, it might go to main street. I had no idea we were gonna see water, and the tables have turned. Kismet is the one, speechless right now in Theory.
Bro.
It feels like the TK Theory is back.
What did I just witness? Your hair is now pointing to the sky. You look like a crazy man. Look at them. They just clutched up, won that game. We're pushing it to a game 5. You got to feel good if you're a Lightning Pandas fan right now.
This is what LCQ is all about.
Absolutely.
This is what it comes down to, a game 5 between Siege 1. Mind blown.
Folks, we are jumping to a quick break here, but when we return, we'll be going to champs. And folks, there is one that we all want to be watching, a game 5 that we are all excited to jump into. Lightning Pandas versus Gas Gaming. It looked like Gas was going to be able to close it out, but ultimately they just end up getting smoked at the very end there, and now we have this game 5, and the question is, are we going to have the upset, or are we going to see Lightning Pandas get their way to champs? My name is Rich. I'm going to be your host. We got Rated joining us on the desk right now, and to cast all the action, we have Momo and Nameless, and we're going to be jumping in here right now. We'll give you updated coverage on the other teams as they do qualify, but this is a search and destroy that I think we're all excited to see.
Oh, for sure. LCQ brings kind of the best out of everything. You know, there's so much on the line. It's not necessarily about actually, you know, winning a certain amount of money like the likes of playoffs or champs, but it's about just making yourself solidifying that spot. Miles just DM'd me. He was like, this is absolutely insane. You know, I'm watching from bed. I don't know where he's in the world right now, but this guy, you know, LCQ is kind of crazy.
It's nuts. I said it a few times. Just getting to watch 4 games at the same time is always an enjoyable thing to get to do. But when the stakes are this high, when the players are this close, like this is not something we expected, to be this close to the players, to get to actually hear that energy and to see the flip between Gas Gaming and Lightning Pandas after that last map. Now, the thing is Gas Gaming may be running on a low tank after that last one, but ultimately the last search was relatively dominant. About as dominant as it gets, Momo.
Yeah, it really was. The question is, how does the likes of Kismet... That's how he answers, okay.
That was a good round. I'm glad that he actually didn't sit back and spawn and, like, just play like a pussy because he just choked a massive lead for game 4. No, he's literally just nearly thrown away champs. In the first round, he bombs into their spawn and gets a 3-piece.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's a good sign.
That's the thing. Like, this team, they thrive off playing aggressive and being in your face and just playing with no fear. So, you know, potentially after getting come back down like that, you might see
that was my worry. I thought he was going to, like...
Yeah.
Because his first big event, I thought he was going to get a risk here.
He's playing with no fear, man, and that's exactly what you want to see out of this Gas Gaming team.
Got to keep the speed, basically. They got to keep that pressure. They do it in the first round, and that is a very good omen. Definitely agree with Rated there. If we saw him slow down, yes, a few choice words for him, but he manages to grab this one. Will we see that aggression?
Maybe we will. We'll have to wait and see. Kismet's pulled out the STG, so it looks like he's lone wolfing over by the A side.
Lightning Pandas deciding to play a little bit slow here. Maybe trying to get a little bit of information before they commit to one bomb site. Royalty over here near this A bomb site gonna want none of that. Kismet just gonna hold down A. Looks like Lightning Pandas are trying to rotate over here back towards B, throwing all their tacticals. You gotta see them swarm right now with their tacs. They're gonna get on in towards the bot. They're gonna get cut down. Exotic and Gunjar there as well. Nagafin gonna get traded, and that's exactly what we want to see for Gas Gaming. Trade out, stay alive, Gorgo Knight. Having some great positioning here, but they give up the bomb
I don't
site.
agree with that.
I don't
say
agree with that
exactly
at all. He had the positioning, he had the heady on the bomb.
You've seen them both as well.
Yeah, a little bit scared playing. Maybe Kismet giving him a call out to back on up, but Royalty gonna drop that bomb down and
this is ballsy.
here. Yeah, this you gotta have some cojones to play like this. Royalty going for a full
I
wrap.
jumped straight on the bomb. I'd stick out or to be honest.
He's gonna be loud though, so they are gonna be able to hear him. But we're going Knight and Kismet too. Veteran search and destroy players here.
They're probably expecting him just to have backed off to that house here, and like you see, crawling around, trying to find that first one. Now location revealed.
Now you hop the
it,
bomb.
and you get one player pre-aiming that. Gorgo Knight, though, he's got to finally find the kill. Woo. One more bullet, and he would have been gone.
They're working on streaks now. They're
this is the worst map to have to give up
Kismet, man. There's no fist bumps. He just keeps slapping his teammates on the back.
This is the worst map to give up streaks on as well in F2.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there's limited
It
amount of
limits you
spots you
to
can
do
be.
nothing. You can't really do much at all, and you have to give up B every round. And like,
this is a map you either want to just be the team just dominating, obviously, or you want it to go back and forth. Anytime somebody's able to string together 2 rounds, one of those players is working on streaks. And right here, you got Kismet already more than halfway to that glide bomb.
It's a huge round because if they win this, he likely gets streaks.
Exactly. So they're going to go with an A push. There's only one player to deal with there. He gets cut down. Gunjar going to be up top, picking up 2 kills. Sensational plays out of Gunjar. Typically, you only see a player get like 1 kill from up here, especially when smokes out. But BO Fire located behind Green Tower there. Just trying to stay alive.
Now there's kind of no need to rush anything, especially for the likes of Lightning Pandas. You've lost 2 rounds back-to-back. All that hype, that momentum that went into this series or this map has kind of been shut down instantly. You know, you're 2-0 down. This is a must-win round almost.
You killed the both players who were working on streaks as well.
Yeah, and what Gas Gaming did incorrectly there was the smoke grenade that they threw. It was a little bit too deep. Yeah. You have to kind of bank it off that middle wall there, and it smokes out that whole middle cut, and then you're able to push through. You saw what they did. They executed it right. They got that kill over towards A, but Gunjar getting some free kills from up top. Theory trying to get some kills there. Gonna tag him up and back down wisely. And there it is right there. Back in the game, Lightning Pandas 1-2. St. Marie Search and Destroy.
I mean, already doing better than they did in that first search as well. I mean, they're going to be able to pull down a round. Last time, I believe, didn't Jared go 8-0?
8-0, he didn't even die.
Yeah, so
6-0 victory.
Big round win for them. And the other thing that Rated, you also noted, is they took away streaks. If Gas got streaks here,
On this map especially, yeah.
It would have almost been game over, right, if they did manage to get streaks here.
Because you can't really work B-bomb at all. But if the other team has streaks, you have to run Mountain. And if you go in B-bomb, even with Mountain, you just get stunned.
Stunned, nated, you're done for it.
I think it's cool and interesting to see, I don't know, Raid's point of view on this. He's like kind of seeing the likes of Slasher, Wuskins, Raid himself. We've got Methods kind of coming in watching and just kind of seeing how things are going down. You know, maybe not necessarily researching, you know, that's probably the wrong word, but, you know, these guys just kind of taking an interest in some of these teams. But it's nice to kind of see, like, even different styles of play. Yesterday, we saw some of these amateurs doing insane stuff on S&D, stuff we don't see in the Pro League, but definitely sometimes we see these
2v1 situation. Kismet going to take out one. He's going to tag up Exotic. This would be a huge swing round. He's going to win it. Going to get the two-piece. Kismet getting loud.
He was going to shoot
He was
that
just
body.
running straight towards the body, but then he said, you know what? Let me get this.
Someone definitely said no. Someone definitely said no.
Yeah.
And Agarol Alpha was like, no.
Kismet wanted to put an extra couple in there.
Man, and you see Lightning Pandas get that bomb down. Their plan was to kind of get back towards the spawn area, hold
I
it
don't
down,
think you have to,
hold that
just
angle.
get control,
You just stay in there.
2v1.
I think they're just worried about the different angles, so they wanted to
Yeah,
play
but if he
one.
kills one of you, then it's just...
Oh, absolutely.
The other guy's going to
and
have
you don't know where
advantage.
he's located, so you
Yeah.
got to gamble it. At least give yourself a little bit of time. They jump the gun there, playing a little bit, maybe a little bit nervous. Kismet going to win 2 in
5-1.
crazy gunfights. 5-1 right now. Working on streaks once again. 3-1 situation for Gas Game.
And you kind of think about round 1, Kismet kind of clutched it for them. Round 4, what that would have been, Kismet goes huge. And, you know, those are the rounds we talked about, much like Wee Man, you know, in that particular game for Sween. So, again, keep those in the back of your mind when it comes down to these later rounds. But 60 seconds separating.
It's a huge round. This is what I'm calling out. We win this round, we win the game.
Sniper.
4-1-3-2.
Yeah,
It's a world of
4-1-3-2
difference.
is a massive difference.
Now, one thing I want to ask you, Rated, because I've been a big advocate of this. No snipers on St. Marie Search and Destroy. I hate when I see snipers on this map.
I like it.
You like it?
I like her on,
then maybe
I like her on
it's good then.
defense.
It's probably
To
good then
retake
if you
B-bomb.
like it.
I like her on defense. I don't like her on attack.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like snipers on this map, there's only so many angles you can really use. You see a lot of
No, you just
tactical
put him. You
grenades.
put a sniper backdoor B to retake the bomb, whack him straight off statue.
I
Smoke,
guess so.
run in the bomb.
Royalty gonna go big, playing with the angle. They're getting that 3-piece, fantastic positioning out of Royalty. Doesn't even take a bullet of damage. And Kismet, 6-1. I just wait this round out.
Player streaks.
Yeah, just player streaks, absolutely.
Time ticking away from Kismet. I think the guys will know as well, Lightning Pandas. The problem is for Lightning Pandas is you don't want to run out and feed him an extra kill.
What
He's
was
still
that?
a little bit. He's 250 away from that glide bomb, but he's got a stun as well.
What was that collapse out of Gas Gaming right there? They just assumed nobody was going to be back there at A. They don't even
I
throw
didn't even
any
see the setup,
tacticals.
but he literally just walked in and killed all 3 of them in the back.
He
So
just walked in and looked like he was shooting bots right there. Gas Gaming kind of maybe a little clerical error there in the strategies, but 3-2 still up. Kismet still working on streaks, decides to play his life there.
We're going to be sticking with this series, deservingly so, for the duration, but do want to give you a quick update right now. Intuition and Havoc Esports, they are all tied up. They're going to be going to a Game 5. It
So
is
many Game
2-2.
5s.
Yeah, a lot of Game 5s here in the final rounds, determining who is going to make it to champs.
Goon with the sniper. You typically don't see that one. Gonna miss that shot there on BL Fire. Almost got him. That would have been unfortunate on the side of Gas Gaming. Kismet gonna get taken out, so he's killed off his streaks. And you see the smoke grenade there, kind of a little bit of better angle used. They're gonna get positioning over near that A bomb site. Gorgo Knight gonna have 2 players to deal with.
And Royalty now working towards those streaks. It's like a role reversal, you know, tables changing around, and we're going to see the bomb go down. Exotic reacts very quickly. Royalty finds his 5th kill in a row, maybe finds his 6th here, but not needed. There's only Nagafen remains. Exotic looks to go down. Might be the perfect trade for Royalty to extend those streaks. He finds this one here, and he'll just be 1 away from the all-important glide bomb. Lightning Pandas. He's
So
definitely
Rated.
going to win the round. Okay,
it's a
Royalty goes
massive
down.
kill. I don't know why he's challenged it. He was literally one shot.
I was going to say, what's your take
What
on
went
that
wrong for them in that round?
Just giving up first blood. I think this map, like, it's so hard to retake when you don't have numbers.
Yeah.
Like especially like either bomb site, because because usually you play one guy like back A sandbags or he's flanking or whatever.
I think
but
just-
if the guy dies, they're pushed up to your spawn.
I think just how with the speed that Gas Gaming play at is why we're seeing such back and
Yeah,
forth.
they play like a 50-50.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're either going to get first blood or get first blooded.
It's like blind counters almost.
Yeah.
And that can be troubling later on in a game, especially when your back's against the wall. Get a little bit nervous. But 3-3 here, game 5. I have no idea who's going to win this. It's been so back and forth.
I just see another, round
It has to
11
go
kind
round
of
11.
coming.
It's the only way.
The only way. Send
only
its home
way.
team home in a round.
All out, B push out of Gas Gaming. Kismet going to get the trade there. 3v3 situation. Positioning is going to favor Gas Gaming as they do have that B-bomb second control. But number 5, that's going to be Royalty trying to hit a flank. He's going to run into some players very soon. If he plays it fast, he might be able to pick one, but he's playing extremely slow right now. I don't agree with this play, but they're setting themselves up for an all-out push from every angle. Royalty going to get one. 2v3 situation. This is where you start to panic if you're Ghost Gaming or Gas Gaming.
I'd let him plant.
Let them
Let him plant, you have numbers, and then hit all ways.
Yeah, every single way. It's a 3v2. They can only watch 2 at the same time here, but can Negafen, can Kismet?
They need to make sure they hit this all ways at the same time.
I like the way Kismet just peeked at. He's going to scare that player up top. He's going to play it a little bit slow. Well, there you go.
Shut
Exotic.
down. And that's what happens when you can only watch so many ways with so many players.
The only way that doesn't work is if someone hits before the rest of his team.
Yeah, like
Gives a free
Kismet.
kill.
I was thinking if Kismet went out and challenged and got that kill, he could have turned around and it would have been a 2v2.
Well, Kismet played that pretty smart. Peeking that hallway, that's smart. Because likely sometimes if you play it like that, the player will either be too scared to push or you'll catch him pushing. So I like the idea out of Kismet, but you got to get a little bit scared if you're a Gas Gaming fan.
Yeah, this is when Kismet's nervous. This is a player not as experienced as the likes of Royalty Theory. Goonjar, everyone else pretty much on this stage.
This will be a reverse sweep, Phil.
Stop. We've got game 5s going on everywhere. I know we've got the quad split up, which we're keeping our eyes on as well. But right now, this is a game where we send 1 to champs, we send 1 home with absolutely nothing. And this is why it's so intense here. What I am seeing a little bit different is we've seen some teams kind of throw, attacking rounds away. Hey, we're back to B here. Nagafen stunned under a lot of pressure.
Oh, you got to get one. You don't go for the tactical there ever. That's one thing I've learned in my career is when players are swarming like that, you don't throw any tacticals. But Kismet going to even out the odds here. 3v3 situation. This is a huge round. You don't want to go down 5-3.
One of them rounds, 5-3 or 4-4.
This is an absolute massive round. Balefire has a terrible angle here at the moment. But Kismet going to be the player that we need to watch here. Is he going to be able to get an entry kill? He does peek Exotic. Exotic saw him as well. Gujar located right below him. Gujar doesn't want any of that. He's not going to peek, which could be troubling.
Wow. Ripped off.
And there it is. Right
5-3.
there. 3 lightning pandas.
Dude, if they were
This reaction's going to be bad.
rated after that hardpoint comeback,
This is
and
going
the
to be bad.
2-0 lead,
I don't want to be out the venue.
and the 2-0 lead.
Hey, Theory's got the red reserve camo on now.
I'm telling you, extra damage, Ian.
All right, listen. Production.
Kismet might not have never come to an
crew,
event again.
Immediately after this game, we need a shot of the players.
Just Theory's face.
Instantaneously.
Just
The
Theory's
production.
face.
Theory's going to go crazy because Theory, who was it who lost? Put him in the loser bracket. They were almost like
Easy
putting
G
him
Blue.
down. Easy G Blue. Then these guys were putting him down too. He has got so much fire right now. We're on board with Theory. The glide bomb is available. This is either sending Gas Gaming home.
I don't know if they're going to know as well, because I didn't even know he was working on streak.
I had no clue.
And I was watching X-ray vision.
So Nagafen, he
got
was up here with
airball.
the sniper
He's
earlier, going to have
gone
the STG out. Kismet, he's like the middle of the map here thus far on the same research and destroy, but
He's got mountain on.
They're wrapping that bomb
Maybe
over
they
towards
do know.
A, which could be a solid play because there's only one player located back there. Royalty's trying to play safe, doesn't want to get blooded, but doesn't have that STG in hand like he did previously where he got that 3-piece. Glide bomb coming in. They didn't know. Balefire is done and dusted. He's dead. 3v3 situation. Kismet took out Exotic.
That's big for Kismet in the restaurant here.
Knight.
3v3.
He got past him. He got past him.
Seconds. Oh my goodness.
He's going to take out Nagafen.
Yeah,
Nagafen is going to be tilted.
He's going to lose.
He's going to be
He didn't see him?
tilted.
Royalty didn't see him, or did he? He's changing
Trigger.
back. I think he did. Royalty may get the 2-piece,
No, he
but
didn't
no.
see him.
Gorgo Knight comes up clutch, and it's all up to Goon. A 1v2 to send home Gas Gaming. The bomb in the hands of Gorgo. And that is what you call bad timing. That's a frustrating one. That is the worst timing possible.
Yeah.
And man, I'll
This
tell
is
you
going
what.
around 11. I just know it.
I'll tell you one thing, Phil. The only
They
reason
weathered
Gas
the
Gaming are
streaks.
even in this game is because of Kismet.
Theory didn't get more streaks. That's the good thing.
yeah, that's huge.
He only got a bomb.
And one of the first things that you said here, too, because remember, we were in a very different place in the earlier rounds. It looked like Gas Gaming was going to be able to get those streaks. You said just how impactful streaks could be on this map. So the fact that Gas Gaming manages to weather those streaks is
That's
going
huge.
to be big.
All right, so we have a 4-5 situation.
Oh, wow.
Kismet has been going off. He's going to need some contributions out of his teammates in one of these next 2 rounds. He can't have the weight of the world on his
Pretty
shoulders.
sure Gorgonite's just got 3 in a bomb plant, so I'm pretty sure he might be working on
There we
streaks
go.
as well.
This is just insane in the arena, too. You saw Saints, you saw Scump, you see everybody just watching this matchup, just like, what is going on here?
This is where you want it to, right?
Think about how big of an upset this really would be. Look, Zinni's there as well. And
50.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people doing some research here. People who have qualified. Diabolic smiling behind me. We got Pandora smiling as well. 5-4 situation. Lightning Panda is going to be in the lead. Momo, this is getting exciting.
Okay, let's get into this one. 90 seconds. A very slow attacking round for Lightning Pandas here. A very well set up Gas Gaming, but sometimes when you see nothing on both bomb sides, it can be a little confusing. The bomb edging its way towards A.
They're ready for it, Phil. They're ready for it. Gorgo, Knight, and Kismet are ready for this A push, but they decide to fall back. They don't want any of that stress of a 2v3 situation. 3 players in Lightning Pandas throwing all their tacticals at Kismet. He's going to survive 2 grenades.
And no one watching that cross. No one's seen the cross. That's the thing. BLFire.
They know they're there, though. They know they're located there. BLFire grenades coming in hot. Royalty going to take out Kismet, the player who's been going off.
Why is he just done that?
Gorgo, Knight. He's got to get one here. Royalty. Gorgo Knight's going to take out one. He's going to get away with his life.
Oh my goodness, how's that not
Gujar's
traded?
pushing up for the kill. Gorgo Knight might be
needs help.
He's going to get this kill. Going to get taken out by Gujar. This is a 2-piece, 1v3 situation. BLFire. Not going to be able to do it. Lightning Pandas have punched their ticket to COD champs.
What?
Whoa,
I swear Theory's headset.
All right, some not nice words, but they're going to be going to champs. And ultimately, we saw that kind of, that series went all over the place. I mean, we can talk about where we were on the hard point. We can talk about where we were at the beginning of that Game 5 search.
Whoa, Theory was about to go Super Saiyan.
Theory's headset went over the other players. It went right over.
I need them headsets for the weekend, bro. Can you relax?
No, ultimately, I mean, if you're Theory, you just got yelled at by AMs all week too, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's gonna feel good.
he had just about every AM in the venue in his face.
Hey, all right, so one thing I want to say, though, is, you know, Kismet and crew, they played very well this week. You know, they had to play the #1 seed in the losers bracket. That is a tough matchup. They took it to them. So you got to hold your heads up high if you're on the side of Gas Gaming as well.
I think, you know, pointing out that these guys, if it went the way it should, which it never does, you know, who would they have placed in a loser bracket? They could have come here and smoked some
easy.
But it doesn't happen that way, and Lightning Pandas, they make it.
And also, you got to give it up for Gas Gaming and also Kismet, right? You may not have known his name until recently, and now we're kind of all sitting there just waiting to see what this player will do next year. Ultimately, Lightning Panda is going to be going to champs. Also, we do have Jess on the floor with one of our champions to hear what they have to say.
Thanks, Rich. That's right. We have